Many of you may not even realize this, but you've got unfinished business. You need to revisit where you left off, but this time, armed with a fresh mindset. Go back to the gym, go back to the drawing board, reignite that business, revisit the relationship, step into the burning building. The truth is, you've left things undone. All that's required of you now is to show up with a new perspective and a solid game plan. This isn't over. You've got unfinished business. There's still work for you to do. Perspective changes everything. Let me say that again. How you view something determines everything. You may not be able to change your past, but what you can do is alter your perspective about it. You need to start seeing things differently. Quit dwelling on the divorce, the job loss, or the fact that you had to relocate. Your perspective can be your greatest advantage. For example, you should be saying, "Thank you for breaking up with me because it made room for someone new in your life." Or, "Thank you for firing me because it opened the door to entrepreneurship." You're not bitter, you're better. That shift in perspective changes everything. Everyone dreams of growth, abundance, a new lifestyle, better zip codes, and higher standards. But here's the thing, you read only once a week. You work out maybe once or twice a month, and that's why you haven't achieved what's in your mind's eye. It hasn't materialized into your reality. The truth, your perspective clashes with your potential. You don't see the value in what it takes to get there. If you truly believe you're called to be the game changer, the disruptor, the person who commands the room, then your perspective has to align with your purpose. Everything, your decisions, your actions, your growth hinges on your viewpoint. So what happens when your perspective directly opposes your reality? Let me tell you, if you're serious about giving, growing, and evolving, everything boils down to how you perceive things. For instance, someone who hates working out might change their tune when the doctor says, "If you don't work out, you'll die." Suddenly, what seemed like a chore becomes a privilege. To one person, the gym feels like a prison. To another, it's a passport to a longer life. The difference? Perspective. One man brushes off fitness, while another, who nearly lost his life, sees every workout as a second chance. Your viewpoint can either be your advantage or your downfall. It will either drive you forward or pull you under. When the storm comes, what do you see? Is it just rain and gloom? Or do you recognize that rain is essential for grass to grow and roses to bloom? Let's shift gears. There's something critical I need you to stop saying, "I should." That phrase, that mindset is setting you up for failure. Replace "I should" with "I must." Not "I should work out," but "I must work out." Not "I should forgive," but "I must forgive." Shift your language and you'll shift your life. Your perspective shapes your words and your words shape your reality. You're complaining about your struggles, but somewhere out there, someone would kill to be in your shoes. They'd give anything to walk a mile in the life you're ready to give up on. So ask yourself, is this situation a problem or is it an opportunity? Losing that job? It could be the opportunity you've been waiting for. The divorce? Perhaps it's your chance to start fresh. Bankruptcy? It could teach you resilience. The pain you're experiencing could be the bridge to a brighter future. Start seeing the bigger picture. Find gratitude in the little things. Smile more. Work out even when you don't want to. Drink the water. Do the hard things, not because they're fun, but because someone who's no longer here would give anything for the opportunity to do what you find so difficult. Trials, challenges, and setbacks. They're not here to destroy you. They're here to shape you into the person you're destined to become. The question is, will you complain when life gets tough, or will you seize the opportunity hidden in the challenge? Whatever you're aiming to achieve, however you want to grow, it all rises and falls on how you choose to see things. Stop obsessing over the jealousy, the betrayal, or the people who let you down. Instead of becoming weary, become wiser. Instead of turning toxic, turn triumphant. Change how you see this season of your life. It didn't come to break you, it came to build you. There's a reason we say, look for the light at the end of the tunnel. Without that vision, you'll lose your way. You'll crumble under the weight of your circumstances. The key is to see past the pain of today and into the promise of tomorrow. Perspective makes the impossible possible. You can't go back and change what's already happened, but you can decide to look at it differently. The severity of your problems is directly tied to how you perceive them. Shift your perspective, and many of your problems will shrink or even vanish. Perspective is a tool, an advantage, a discipline. When you change how you look at the world you see will change. That's the power of perspective. Motivational words and speeches won't sustain you unless you truly internalize them and shift your mindset. How you approach the rest of your day will determine how you approach the rest of your life. So here's the challenge. Go back to the dream, the vision, the goal you abandoned. You've got unfinished business. It's time to return to the drawing board with fresh eyes. Your perspective shapes your language, and your language creates your world. If you don't start thinking differently, you won't talk differently. And if you don't change the way you speak, you'll never create the reality you're dreaming of. You want next level success? You want influence, wealth, and fulfillment? Then you need to leave your old perspective behind. The right perspective makes the impossible possible.